Hey, it's Dr. Trish Leigh. Today, let's talk about anxiety and what it does to your sleep. Okay, you may have heard that during this different and unprecedented time, people's sleep is being totally messed with. So I'm going to give you some tips on how you can get better sleep after you understand what is happening. Okay, so when you wake up, however you wake up feeling is a reflection of what has happened during your sleep. So if you wake up feeling joyful and inspired, in spirit, inspired, ready for your day, ready to rock and roll and to be on purpose and to create the life that you want to create, that means that your brain was able to get into the sleep cycle and slow itself down perfectly so that you could get restorative sleep throughout the night. And I have other videos that talk about what the sleep cycle looks like. But in this video, we're going to concentrate on what makes you either get into the sleep cycle well and use it well to your advantage or not. Okay, so waking up feeling joyful, on purpose, and inspired, that means your brain slowed down enough. It wasn't anxious. It was peaceful and calm. Now, in the other version, if you go to bed either ramped up because you've been in overdrive, trying to make your life happen instead of create the life that you want, and those are two different things. Making involves forcing and pushing. Creating flows. So if you're trying to make things happen all day, you have to use extra fast brain speed, high beta, which creates and perpetuates stress and anxiety. And your brain is cranking away. And then what happens is you get into bed and your brain cannot possibly come down and get into the slow speeds that it needs to beautifully move through the sleep cycle so that you wake up feeling refreshed. So if you go to bed because you've been in overdrive, or if you've been in anxiety, fearful of what may come, or regretting and fearing what has happened, and not staying peacefully and faithfully in the present, knowing that all things are unfolding as they should for your life, then you will have anxiety and your brain will stay fast throughout the night and you will wake up dispirited, cranky, not wanting to deal with things, overwhelmed, because we know anxiety creates overwhelm, and you go right back to the stress cycle of the day. Okay, so what can you do? Clearly, you can keep high beta at bay, and throughout your day, don't let your high beta go like this, up, 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 up. Take breaks. Go do something you like and that you enjoy to bring the high beta down and change its trajectory across the day. That's the biggest thing that you can do. Also, when you're creating and you're on purpose and you're doing what you like throughout your day, you will just be more relaxed. You will be using more of low beta instead of more of high beta, and you won't get to that point at the end of the day because you'll be creating and not pushing and making. So if you can, and I suggest everybody does it, create a life that you're doing what you want in your day and you're being paid for it, hopefully, if it's your vocation, your work, and you're feeling great about it so that you can get sleep. Okay, so if you're not able to do that, recognize that that anxiety is coming from those behaviors and that the way that you're using your brain. And what you can do is stop using your brain at least an hour or two before you get into bed to give it its best chance of slowing down before you get into bed to have your brain move through the sleep cycle. Okay, hopefully that helps, because what we're talking about here is either you're in control of your brain, and if you're in control of your brain, you're not letting that high beta anxiety get so high that you can't get good sleep and it ruins the next day, creating a negative feedback loop. If you're in control of your brain, you're able to stay in faith and peace and joy throughout your day, and then you're able to get into restorative sleep at night so you can create the next day in joy and peace and faith. And that is a positive feedback loop. That's brain control over your brain controlling you. If your brain's controlling you, it will be go, 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 going all day, or playing video games or watching TV all day and not allowing you to create and be on purpose. It'll just be distracted in imaginary worlds so that it doesn't have to engage in the real world because it's so afraid of it. Or it's just hammering away at the real world trying to make things happen. Your brain's controlling you if that is happening to you. And then likely what happens is you have to have a couple drinks at night because your brain's out of control and you need to try to douse it before you get into bed, or you have to take sleep medication because it's just out of control and you're trying to control it pharmaceutically. So the way to do it is take breaks throughout the day, do things that you love and create, stay faithful, try to stay in peace, and give your brain a break before you go to bed so that you can get into that restorative sleep cycle and control your brain so it doesn't control you. I hope this helps.